Making your character is the first magical moment where you can fall in love with your character and create that bond that makes you want to live through the creation. Ashes of Creation has released their first information for the character creator for Alpha 2, and we can start it off by saying it is amazing. Switching over to Unreal 5 was an obviously smart move, and the fidelity and quality is top notch. But let's dig into what they showed off so you can let me know what you think. Now, as you are viewing this, understand that the UI is a work in progress. They started off with what looks like their race of Vec and Ashes of Creation, and the texture work is insane. So hats off to their artists for sure. One thing Ashes of Creation is banking on is the quality of their work. It screams AAA. Now, they show off their human option, and they talk about this Viking-looking cleric type, and they zoom in on his face to show off the scarring. And they go on to explain how it can be manipulated over the face to create some really cool and very differing effects. There were some jokes made about there actually are physics on the clothes, even though they're not really shown here. The loincloth and other clothes items do indeed have physics, and although they're just not activated here. We got a sneak peek then of the sliders to see that the customization looks to be pretty vast. Ashes of Creation characters have a bone system that allows for cleaner animations, from what I gathered, and options for the skin and the items and armor on them to change. So it sounds like some of the limitations that are pretty common, body types and shapes, that is in MMOs, and that's a normal issue due to so many pieces of armor that has to fit all those various ones and all the animations and things that are needed for every character and for it to still look good. But it does seem like that with their bone system, this may be easier to get around those type of issues for the Ashes of Creation team. They move through some of the options on the human, and we get to see that there is a lot of options. Now, let's talk beards. We only got to see a few, but what I did see was that it looks like you will be building your beard based on the mustache, chin, and then cheeks in order to kind of make your own and what you want. Now, surprisingly, they started altering the fingernail colors, which also paints their toenails, by the way, and this was just that kind of detail that I just never would have thought of. Real quick before we continue, I want to give a major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thanks to their contributions, I can get the equipment and gear that I need to keep this channel ticking, covering MMOs, RPGs, and of course, puppets. If you're interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below. It would be greatly appreciated. And a very special major shout out to the Lords of Napalm: Bounty Code, We Toke Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, and Farthest Reach. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Now onto the video. You can grab and sculpt your character too with the different areas on the body and the face. This reminds me of the Black Desert Online character creator, except of course, Ashes of Creation has better art design in my opinion, and how should I say, a lot less weebish. No offense to weebs, of course. They played with these options for a while, and you can tell that you, me, and everybody else is going to be spending way too long in the character creator. I think once we get very close to launch, they should completely release a standalone character creator that we can kind of save our creation so we are ready to go for launch day. Now, this same technology and options given to the players, the Ashes of Creation team explains that in some scenarios, they're going to be using those for making NPCs and things in the game. It is vast enough to make many different looking characters that are unique for them to apply in some scenarios. Now, they also explained that even with this kind of detail to character creation in Ashes of Creation, they will not be taking a performance hit for it, reminding fans that this remains their highest priority. I believe it too, because I mean, with the power of Unreal Engine 5, it sounds completely reasonable to me. Tattoos were shown off and how you can drag and drop it wherever you want and then manipulate it on the body. This brought them to talk about how things like this are here due to the developers being gamers and applying things that they always wished were in MMORPGs. They then moved back to beard manipulation and playing with the strength or contrast of the highlights. They also discussed how in the future being able to create NPCs for use in freeholds or in their quest creation so players can have more impact on the world. Then they showed Asmongold completely bald edition, which gave me a good laugh, and I know he will get a lot of pleasure out of that as well. Now they go back into presets so that you can have these presets for certain things such as the eyes or the jawline or anything, and then you can apply that to another character or even apply it to a set of characters. It's actually a very impressive system. Now overall, the character creation is looking really good and impressive. As I said earlier, this is where players first get hooked and feel that connection between themselves and their online avatar, and Ashes of Creation has truly went went the extra mile, and then a few more miles to really impress everybody. But the important part is this: what do you think? Are you impressed with the Ashes of Creation character creation and all the tools available? Is this what you wanted? Are there other things you were hoping for? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. The fact is, the MMO genre needs a big win, and even though this channel focuses on Pantheon Rise of the Fallen mainly as my personal MMO that is making the exact MMO that I want, I am also very excited for Ashes of Creation, and I 100% hope that it is a big new win for the MMO genre. Ashes of Creation could honestly be the next big thing and hopefully injects life into the genre. Ashes of Creation could honestly something akin to what Elden Ring is doing for the open world RPG genre. I will be covering Ashes of Creation as it continues moving forward through Alpha 2 and closer to launch, as I also cover all other MMORPGs here on this channel, as well as RPGs, JRPGs, CRPGs, and even tabletop RPGs. So if you like this video, please consider subscribing and spend a little time ciphering through the 800 videos available right now, right here on the Nathan Napalm channel. And please leave me a like and a comment to help me fight that raid boss that is the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.